you've mentioned office manager and bookkeeper a couple of times here already. A lot of companies don't have those employees. Is that the first? If you had to recommend the first overhead employee in a company, would it be sort of a part-time office manager, part-time bookkeeper, somebody who can enter this data, do the books, and help support the owner who's already sort of overwhelmed with all this stuff? Or is there another overhead position, that an estimator, say, or
right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's kind of an unfair question because every company is different.
It's an unfair question, but I'll give a generic answer, and we all know what generic answers are worth. For a company that's just starting out, perhaps a sole proprietor, where again, he's wearing all of the hats, the question becomes what hat to take off first. And there are really three things to consider. One is, what does the owner really, really love to do? And when you're that small, even you get to the point where, maybe I should do it, but it would break my heart to do it. And there are times even when I allow a contractor to continue doing some work in the field, even when I may think that he needs to be out of it, because that's where his passion is.
Yeah, and he's good at that.
And he's good at that, and maybe everything else, every other part of his day may be really, gotta do it. But now I get to spend 2 hours doing what?
Yeah.
So there's the aspect of what is he talented about and what lights his heart on fire. And I don't mean to get all gooey about this.
Yeah, but that makes a difference in the day-to-day.
It makes a difference.
Sure. Yeah.
It really does. The second thing is, what is he good at? And the third aspect is, and many carpenters who are fabulous with trim detail. I mean, they can do a 6-part molding, and it'll be absolutely gorgeous. But ask them to put down 3 numbers in a row, and it's like, I don't want to do it. It's too hard. It's too boring. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
So they may need to find somebody who's. This is another point. Many contractors make this mistake. I think everybody does. They say, I hate paperwork. Therefore, how could I possibly ask somebody else to perform this paperwork? This could take the form of asking your production guys to fill out time cards, or even to have.
So you don't want to, you don't want to burden with it.
You don't want to burden because you hate it.
Not
realizing that there's somebody out there who would go,
who loves paperwork.
I get to reconcile my checkbook. Oh, please, can I do it again?
There are people who like that kind of work.
Right.
That's where their passion is.
Exactly. So make sure that you hire not a clone. I did an article on this once for JLC magazine. You don't ever want to hire a clone, because a clone is going to like to do the stuff that you do and not like to do the stuff.
So find out where you need someone who complements what you're good at, where your interests are, and what your needs are.
Not reproduces
hire that person. And I think, for the most part, it probably is someone who's going to handle some paperwork, because I think a lot of guys who start in the field have trouble making that transition.
Right. So. And the third aspect is the time component. And this is why I often suggest that contractors start tracking their own time. Not necessarily the production time, that's important, particularly if they're trying to job cost it, but the time that they are spending in the office.
So they should be filling out a timesheet.
They should be. Yeah. They should be, because at the end of the year, wouldn't it be nice to know that you spent 672 and a half hours estimating and 4 hours bookkeeping? Because then you know what your next hire should be. So that needs to be the guide. If you're really into marketing and you have a component of your time that you are spending non-production time, that you're doing marketing, and it's a significant one. Now, if you love it, maybe you want to hang on to it. But if you don't love it so much, but you're trying to grow, then hire somebody with a marketing component.